Hello everybody, Ultimate Player on the scene here, and this video I'm just going to share some of my thoughts with you guys. I'm going to share some things that are on my mind. It's about this one show that apparently is not on the Fire Stick. It's called Dragon Tales. Now, for some of you guys that don't know what Dragon Tales is, I'm pretty sure most of you do. Um, what Dragon Tales is or was when it's about these two kids that literally kept going to this fantasy world or this fantasy thing. I have zero idea. uh, this fantasy world where there's a whole bunch of different colored dragons, and these dragons could talk. They could breathe like we do. They have different stuff like we do. All this other stuff. And when I saw Dragon Tales again for after I don't know how many years of not watching it, I didn't even that thought didn't even cross my mind till today. Um, After I watched a little bit of it on YouTube, I realized how underestimated the show was. Now the characters in the show, they didn't have any special powers, they didn't have any special abilities, they didn't have they weren't aggressive, they didn't fight. They didn't even fight, but the show was still underrated because a lot of characters in the show were just good, and they didn't know that. No. And a lot of characters, I mean, yeah, I get it. You can argue, oh, a whole bunch of shows are better than Dragon Tale because Dragon Tale seems kind of childish and stupid. But the reason I like Dragon Tales in the first place is because at the end of the day, when you bring up Dragon Tales is like when you let a person or when you let a kid use their imagination to do pretty much whatever they wanted. They could go to a whole different universe where they can not do exactly whatever they wanted, but they could just do a whole bunch of stuff. They could have fun, play around. They can make tons of friends in that pretend universe, and they just have tons of fun. Now, I actually saw this show as a kid, and when I watched it after so long that I don't even remember half the crap that happened in episode 1 because I haven't watched it in forever. I haven't watched it in days, years even. I have never seen this show in so long that the thought when I saw it on YouTube and I started watching it, all of these memories started coming back to me. And I don't care what you guys say in the comments. Y'all can just say, "Oh, this guy's a total lameo. This guy's a total ridiculous douchebag. This guy is just too childish for YouTube." I don't care, man. I don't care what you say in the comments. I'm just here to share my thoughts with you guys, and then you guys, you guys watch this video to the end, y'all can say pretty much whatever you want, cause I'm just gonna stick by my convictions, and I'm that type of guy. I will literally come down and like yes, a lot of times I do laugh in a lot of my videos after I say something that is something serious, and then I'll laugh afterwards because I rethink it in my head and it sounded more serious in my head, but when I say it out loud, it was more funny. But these thoughts are 100% serious. It's about like whenever I talk about something that I actually like, it becomes like I'm not gonna laugh in this video, never, not once. Dragon Tales for me was a very, very, very interesting predicament because whenever I watched Dragon Tales, and this can be at any point in my day, like I could, like, and it can also be in any point in my timeline. It can be when I was just sitting around, when I was just sitting around in the house, and then all of a sudden Dragon Tales would come on. I would immediately go. I would immediately turn to the screen and start watching freaking Dragon Tales. Now I know. Now, like I said, I don't care what you guys say in the comments. Y'all can say whatever the frick y'all want about me at this point, because I really don't care. Like Dragon Tales for me was very it was very motivating. It's a motivating show, at least for me. At least for you guys, it could be literally anything else. It could be freaking Spider-Man, Goku, Dragon Ball Z. Who cares? I don't care, man. Now, whenever it came to Dragon Tales versus literally anything, even if it's my old time favorite show and favorite anime of all time, even if it's Dragon Tales versus Yu-Gi-Oh, in being a show, not in strength, durability, none of that. Because I've never seen them fight, so I don't know if they can destroy a planet, if they can destroy a whole universe. I don't know if any of them are even multiversal. I don't know. But for fighting wise, but for being a show, Dragon Tales and Yu-Gi-Oh have a very equal. They're very equally good. Now, not because of the plot line or anything like that, because the plot line, I don't even care what the plot line is. You could literally make a plot line about that, like characters getting into the most stupid, about the most stupid crap. You could literally make it about characters getting into random freaking, I don't even know. You could literally make a show about anything, and about literally anything. It could be the most stupid plot line and yet have awesome characters and funny stuff and all the other stuff. Because whenever I watch movies, TV shows, or even anime, I don't watch for the plot line. Because the plot line is completely and utterly oblivious to me. I really do not give two craps. The plot line can be literally about anything. It doesn't matter to me. What is the plot? Like, the plot line could be about eggs being alive. Like, I don't care about that. I look for the characters. The characters in movies are the most um important thing to me once it comes down to a movie or a TV show, whatever it may be. Now, because that's why I like Dragon Ball Z. I like regardless, because even if the characters were just freaking stupid, Dragon Ball Z is Dragon Ball Z. Like it, what you gonna like? Who doesn't like Dragon Ball Z? Honestly, who doesn't like Dragon Ball Z? All day, every day, I'll watch Dragon Ball Z. I don't care. I'll watch Dragon Ball Z. I'll play Dragon Ball Z. I'll make sure that Dragon Ball Z is literally around forever. Because who doesn't like Dragon Ball Z? Come on. Come on. The characters are funny. The characters are there, even. This is. I'm sorry. I was trying to make this a serious video. I laughed because I chuckled just a little bit, but I'm trying to make this a serious video right now. Dragon Tales is something that will forever live in my heart, just like Yu-Gi-Oh. But instead of but Yu-Gi-Oh and Dragon Tales motivated me in two different ways. When I watch Dragon Tales, it reminds me that anybody can go after their dreams, and anybody can go after what they want to go after, and anybody can do whatever they want to do because it's there. and it's available, and it's a thing, and it's a thing that people all over the world can do, and that's what you and that's what Dragon Tales kind of remind me of, because when I watch Dragon Tales, think about the little children when they're like, "Oh, I'm never gonna be able to do this," and then Dragon Tales appears on the screen, letting them know that, oh, whatever you do, keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on whatever the heck that you're trying to go after, because the moment you take your eyes off of it, it's freaking gone. Um, what I also want to point out is that sometimes when I watch Dragon Tales, it reminds me of when I was a kid, or when I was a child rather. I am still a child in a way, but because I still like a lot of childish shows, like I still like Sesame Street, I still like Arthur, I still like uh, tons of childish shows. There's literally tons upon tons upon tons of childish shows that are there, and it kind of confuses me that that somebody would think that that is pretty much my, like, this is pretty much my life. I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay as serious as possible for this. It's just that Dragon Tales, I feel, can motivate a lot of kids around the world. They can, like, if people watch Dragon Tales, they'll be reminded of the kindness that lives in the world, and the people that actually care about you, and the people that can actually be there for you. Because the thing I like about Dragon Tales the most is that Dragon Tales is all about friendship. It's all about being there for each other, and being there for one another, and caring about each other. That type of thing. And it's insane that people around like you, and it's insane that people completely just forgot about that. People literally all around the world just forgot about how to care about somebody else, and just have a heart, have a heart for someone else. Take care of each other, care about one another, and be there for each other. You know what I mean? Like in the comments, think about what I'm saying. Honestly, think about everything that I'm saying right now, and when you truly think about it, Dragon Tales is all about friendship, and it's all about, like, being there for each other and learning how to love one another. Even if you're scared of one thing, it can be like it. Even if you're scared of one thing, it can end up being not really all that bad if you give people a chance. Because people nowadays just judge other people without even getting to know them. Like, they'll see somebody and just be like, what happened to your face? Or what happened to your thing? Like, you don't know that person. You don't know that person. You don't know their backstory. You don't know if they die, if their, like, grandparents died in like 1938. Like, you don't know any of that crap. You don't know if they had a whole family of soldiers. You don't know if they have a whole family full of people that um a family full of people that fight for one another. Like, you don't know that. You don't know that for sure. You don't know if there's somebody on Earth that you don't know. You don't know. Like, there's tons of people all over the planet that just judge people before they even get a chance to know them. Like, especially when it comes down to like white versus black. Like, stop it. People all over the earth is literally fighting each other and judging one another before they even get a chance to know each other. Get to know my point is, get to know that person first. Get to know their likes, their dislikes, what they have been through, their backstory, everything about them before you make a judgment. Because if you don't know that person and you judge them right away, then they're gonna feel like, oh, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Why do you not like? Why did you judge me right away? You know, and there are some people out there that just don't like other people, which is absolutely fine. There are, like, bruh, there you have, like, and then there are some people that just don't like other people, which is absolutely fine. There are tons of people like that out there. There are tons of people that just don't like other people, and that's okay. That's fine. Like, if you don't like being around other people, if you're somewhat antisocial, that's fine. But if somebody tries to approach you and try and talk to you and try to make it so you actually have some type of whatever it may be, then then let them talk. You know, as long as they don't try and hurt you or try to do anything to you, let them talk. Like, they don't, especially if you're talking about people and you don't know anything. Like, if you just met somebody and then you go off gossiping about them and you know absolutely nothing, you know close to nothing about them, you don't know, close to nothing, which means that you don't know, like, you know what they like and dislike, but other than that, that's pretty much it. You don't know their backstory, you don't know who they actually are, you don't know if they're an actual good person, you don't know if they're just some type of person that has mental issues. You don't know that crap. You really don't. You don't know. You don't have any clue. You don't have any idea where that person may have came from, and that's just judge, and you judging them before you even get a chance to know them is just straight up wrong. It's straight up, just straight up into the atmosphere wrong, because you can't judge. No matter what you want to believe, you can't judge somebody just because you don't know them, just because you saw them, or because of their skin color, or because they had, or because they have a mental disability. They can have a disability and still be one of the best people that you could have ever made. One of the best people that you could have ever made a friend. Which give me a second. All right, I'm back, and as I was saying, don't judge a person before you get to know them, because here's the rules I live by. But especially if it comes to being in real life, don't treat people the way you want to be treated. Treat people the way that you want to be treated, because if you don't treat people the same way that you want to be treated, then what goes around comes around. If you be mean to somebody, somebody is gonna come around and then be mean to you, getting you karma. Like that's wrong. Like, think about how people treat you. Put your mind into theirs. be like, hold up, wait a minute. Would I want this person to judge me before they even got a chance to even know me? Because I'm going to throw an obvious point out there. Nobody on earth knows you better than you. There is nobody. Nobody knows you better than you. Nobody knows you better than you, other than maybe your parents and grandparents, but other than that, that's pretty much it. Nobody knows you better than you. Nobody knows if you had a backstory and you had and maybe both of your parents died or something like that. Nobody knows that. Also, all of these notifications, bruh, they need to go away. Like, stop. Nobody knows that, man. Nobody knows if you have tons of people all around the world that do all different types of stupid stuff, and then turns around and then like, you don't know if they have a backstory of, oh, they have like an arch nemesis, or they have, or I'm just using arch nemesis as an actual example. I'm not saying that there are people that have arch enemies out there or anything like that. I don't know if there is, and if there is any, I'm sorry. I feel sorry for you, honestly. But you don't know if they have bullies, or if they've been bullied their entire life. You don't know if their parents or anything like that treated them horribly or anything like that. And here you are judging this person before you even get a chance to know them, which is ridiculous. That is unbelievably ridiculous. It doesn't matter how many years that you've been here on Earth. It doesn't matter. Like, you can't judge a book by its cover. You can't judge a person by the look of their face. You can't judge somebody just because that you think you know a whole bunch of stuff that you really in reality do not. You can't do that, because when it comes down to it, when it comes down to you knowing things, you have to make a choice. All right? You need to make a choice of judging that person before you even get to know them, or talk to them a little bit. Talk to them a little bit, get to know them, and then you can judge them. Then you can be like, do I like this person, or is this person gonna get on my freaking nerves? Get to talk to them first. Talk to them, get to know them, and then you can judge them if you really want to. Now, lucky for me, I'm an unjudgmental person. I don't judge nobody. I don't judge nobody, no matter what your backstory has been, no matter what tragedy you may have endured, no matter what person on earth may have hurt you, no matter how many times that you've been knocked around and hurt by people, it does not matter to me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. Because when you have something that is incredibly valuable to somebody else, and I know, because it's hard. It's hard to be the bigger person. It's hard to accept who you are. Because if you find out you are, and if you find out that you're a bad person and you want to change that, go for it. Because nobody's going to start changing you except you. If you did something bad, own up to it. No matter what the consequences may be. Because if you tell the truth, Because if you tell the truth will set you free. If you tell the truth will set you free. If you tell a lie, that means that you would have to tell one lie. Then you have to tell another lie. Then you have to tell another lie. Then you tell another. By the time that you get to like day 28, you've already told over 1,000 lies to clear up the lie that you already told. And that's horrible. That's bad. You literally, who would lie 1,000 times? Who? How? What? How does that make any real sense? Any at all? You literally lied to me? What for? What did I do to you? You know what I mean? Like, you gotta know, like, I get it. A lot of stupid people have done a lot of stupid crap. But sometimes to start a change, you need to be that. You need. Because sometimes to start a change, sometimes you have to be that engine. You have to be that engine. You have to start that engine. If you want, like, here's the thing: if you want to change the world into a better place, somebody needs to start that engine. Somebody needs to start it and make sure that it never runs out of energy. And I believe I can change the world into a better place. Sometimes I think of myself as a superhero because most people around the earth, I'm gonna be honest with you, most people around the earth, all they do is fight. They fight, and much worse, they fight each other. They're not even fighting to defend one another. They're fighting each other, having civil wars and all this other like, whoever, like, stop. Like, stop it. It's not worth the anger. It's not worth the anger at all. It's literally pointless to get angry and then be like, "Oh, you did this to us." Like, I did nothing to you, bruh. I did nothing to you. People are, and when I see people fight each other, I get this feeling of discomfort, and it's and people may be like, "Oh, if I win a fight, I'm really strong." But to me, even if you win, like, even if you did fight somebody and you found a way to just straight up win, congratulations, you knocked somebody out. Now what you. But think about it from a different perspective. What did that really solve? You want to fight. Cool. What did that solve for you? What did that do for you? Honestly. Like, you can win over 1 million fights and it means absolutely nothing. At least that's what I believe. You can win over 1 million fights, it doesn't even freaking matter. Violence doesn't solve anything. Even if you. Because even if you win. Because, let's say two people get into a fight. one person ends up dead. Even if you win, you just created more problems. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. Because if you win a fight, you cause problems if you accidentally killed this dude, or if your aim was to kill him in the first place, then you just created more problems. Because what if somebody figures out, oh, you killed this person? It's like, now you have to, like, to me, when you win a fight, all it does is create fight after fight after fight after fight. It doesn't change anything. Oh, you won over 1,000,000 fights. Cool. You literally wasted almost 30 minutes fighting people that you didn't need to fight. Fighting is so underrated, man. I hate fight. Like, if it's a fantasy fight, if it's a fight in Dragon Ball Z, I'm all for it. Like Goku versus, like, character versus character debates. Go ahead. Y'all can talk about character versus character debates. I don't care for that. It's when people fight in real life that I just don't feel like, I just look at it and be like, but why though? Why did you choose to fight? And like, I watch Dragon Tales and it's about friendship and being there for each other and solving people's problems. And then I look in real life, people don't do half the crap that happens in Dragon Tale. I mean, the magic part, yeah, that was obviously fake. Because who gonna have magic? What magic? But I mean, there are magic tricks, but going to another world, that was obviously fake. Talking dragons were fake, but the friendship in there, now that hits hard. That hit hard to me. I can't, like, there's a lot of things that I'll let people get away with because I'm a very forgiving person. But if a person starts beating up somebody, especially if it's for absolutely no reason, I will not hesitate to get peeved, because it's one of them things that violence is a very, very important thing to me. Violence is not, violence is something that should just disappear from this world, because violence doesn't solve anything. It really doesn't. Like, try talking and figuring out a solution, not your solution being punching somebody in the face. Because in the end, what did you do that for? You punch somebody in the face, you knock them out, they wake back up, get back up, and try to talk to you again. You gon' punch them again? You already did it once. You don't need to do it again. My God. Like, it's so stupid how people can get so peeved so easily and then just start beating up somebody. So dumb. I don't see why people do it. I'm sorry, guys. I got into a really huge thing and now I'm trying to forget about it. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. about me just letting out some thoughts to you guys and actually talking to you guys and whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out all the other stuff that I've done on my channel. Go check out all the stuff that I might do later. And as always, I'll see you in another video. Stay alive, my survivors.